from them, very aggressive. And we're like, isn't it amazing how these people call themselves Christians, yet they're so angry, so aggressive?
Yeah.
What is it with these people? You know, they're not Christians because they don't understand what the word Christian means. So there's something else because they're certainly not being Christian. I'm voicing my opinion and they get so angry because really what it shows is they're defending a dogmatic mind control program. It's obvious by the way they behave. So, these beings have imposed into the human psyche for thousands of years their dogmatic structures, whether it's Islam, whether it's Hindu, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's Christian, whether it's even shamanic practices. They have not left a stone unturned on this planet. And there are elders of the indigenous tribes that I'm in contact with behind the scenes, and they are so sad to see what's happened to their peoples because even a lot of shamanic practices, the elemental kingdoms, they have been overrun by a lot of negative entities and deceptive entities as well. So there's a lot going on every level of our life here, every aspect of our life. And I'm not saying that so people can feel disempowered. This is being created this way, so you're left with no other alternative but to go inside yourself and to stop giving your power away to something outside of you. That's the whole purpose, the whole design here of this reality.
Wow. Well, I guess I'll go on to my next question. So when we ascend or when people ascend, do you gain insight and knowledge during your ascension?
Oh, even before, as it gets closer, you're just going to know. And when it happens, you'll be so different. I mean, look how far we've come. How much have you changed in the last 6 months?
Yeah.
This is exponential. And the rate of our change is so great. And, there's a whole bunch of you there that I'm speaking to. And really one of you will start to feel it before somebody else does. And the one who doesn't feel it, don't be jealous or judgmental of the one that does. You can't all walk the path all at the same time. We can't all walk all abreast in the woods all together. We're meandering down our path of life. And there are some people that just end up walking down the path before others do. And that's all it is. And it's responsibility as well. So, you'll know. There'll be times when you're just going to know. And no one can tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. I say to people, don't even take my word for gospel. Please don't, because then you're giving your power away, and I'm not interested in that. I'm only interested in empowering people. This is just to provide triggers to help people remember who and what we truly are. So you will know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to go about it. You will know. It's inside of you. It's just that it's latent. It's just sitting there, and it's just waiting for the right time. And your timing will be your timing. It'll be what you designed prior to your incarnation for when that will happen. And it's happening in increments and in steps, but one day it's just going to be a major step. And there'll be no doubt left within you when this occurs.
Thank you. That's excellent.
Before we go to GMD, George, would you like a quick break before we continue?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Go for it.
I don't need a long one. How about just 1 or 2 minutes?
Yeah, 1 minute, that's fine. Yeah,
thanks. Thank you. You guys are asking really good questions, and I really, really appreciate that.
That's fine. We have an affiliation. Cliff High, the WebBot creator, is very big on making his own food, and one of his favorite. He's a vegan as well. Oh no, he doesn't eat meat. One of the things he likes cooking is pie. Do you like pie? And have you got a favorite pie?
Oh, have I got a favorite pie? Crikey. I make a really, really good spinach pie. A recipe handed down from my mum. So I'm quite proud of that one, I must say, yeah.
Fantastic. What we'll do now is go over to Gemdi.
Okay.
Hi, George.
Hi.
Planetary ascension is December 21st, 2012 to March 21st, 2013. And at that time, we will enter a new realm. Some will ascend and some will not. Dimensions will open up and Christ consciousness will be coming through organic doorways. What else will be happening during that time? And will it be important to connect with the white light of unconditional love? And is there anything we can do to prepare spiritually for the ascension?
Okay, well, I will say the Christ consciousness is already being accessed by many people. I know I'm accessing mine within, and there are many that are already doing that. So I feel that that's already begun. It's not just going to happen from the 21st December 2012. My understanding is that we'll already have gone through into the fifth dimension by 21st of December 2012, because that's when Mother Earth straightens up on her axis in one fluid motion rather than just little baby increments as we're seeing at the moment. And nothing will survive on the surface when that occurs, because at the end of that process, the Earth's crust implodes towards the center of the planet, because the higher aspect, which is in the heart of the Earth Mother, is the Kavassilas. It's like that sun that we have out there. There's a female version of that's in the middle of this planet. And, for people to say that we have a molten iron core is just ludicrous. It's just not reality. These are just theories and assumptions based on the theory of magnetics, on just what science knows today and has known for some time. So no one's actually taken a sample from the core, they're just theories. So when she acted, and that's the Kavassilas in the core of the Earth. So just like we need to absorb our lower egos, and we need to be fine center, so does she. So no one will exist on this level of reality in the Earth domain after that point in time. Nothing will. So it'll just be light. It'll be viewed as a body of light from these lower domains of the universe. It'll just be a star. And her light will be gentle. I mean, the moon has to be taken out of here before that occurs, because I've been dealing with the beings on the moon, and we know that that's their home. They can't live anywhere else, because you see, what people don't understand about traveling in space is that even when you go into a craft of a particular race, each race has its own unique vibration. They have their own reality. The reason beings who travel interstellar can only do that because they have the power to create their own reality wherever they go. And I don't just mean in a mechanical sense. I mean energetically speaking. Like when the Greys were coming into my bedroom, and I live in a house with sandstone walls 2 foot thick, the walls just shimmered and they just walked straight through them. And it was like a bubble coming towards me. And they would stand either side of me. And when I was entered into their reality, my body would just tremble, because this particular group of Greys, which were more the droid type Greys working for the reptilians, their reality is based on so much fear. And so my body would tremble from their fear. I wasn't scared. There were times I was, but there were times I wasn't. And my body was just trembling. I'm looking around going, like I was normal emotionally, but my body was just uncontrollably shaking from their fear. So that's what happens. And I'm sorry, I diverted a little bit and I lost my way. Can you just give me the original question again, please? Because I want to answer it.
No, that's no problem. Basically, I was wondering if there was anything we could do to prepare spiritually for the ascension, and if we need to connect with the white light of unconditional love.
Okay, the white light of unconditional love. Unconditional love is it's beyond the light spectrum as we know it. It's a state of being. It's kind of I don't like to attach a color to it, because you're attaching labels to it. Even the word unconditional love, it's just the concept that it's the closest label we can use to try and comprehend the concept of that state of being. It's the beingness. When I share my unconditional love with people, I do not see colors. I've never done that. I would use particular colors to achieve a particular purpose, specializing in, for a particular purpose. But when I'm going to be unconditionally loving, I just open my heart and share my love. And there's no other labels or colors or anything attached to that.
Isn't that a vibrational level?
It is a vibration, but I cannot see color attached to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, it's beyond the color spectrum as we know it.
Okay.
So for me, the white love and light energy is the positive white love and light energy. It's the white love and light on the positive side of the scales of the spectrum. Now, you know, that kind of love to people now would be like a child in a candy store, because we've been plunged into such a deep, dark, negative charge. When that other energy comes along, it'll seem like such a relief, such a blessing. And that's what we need. We need that injection of, you know, that's why there's so much of that energy around at the moment. We've got a lot of the white, positive love and light energy here now. I'm just saying to people that there's more to life than that as well. That's what I'm trying to remind people of. And there's, like I said, there's beings who come from that realm who feel that, you know, what they're doing is the right thing, but they're just on one side of duality, you know.
Yeah.
And if people feel that that's their path to go into that domain, then that's fine. That's all right with me. I'm not here to create followers. I'm just here to empower people so they can are better equipped to make choices for themselves on this level.
Okay, but is there anything we can do right now to prepare spiritually for the ascension?
Yeah. Oh, there is. And I've got a nice little technique where I say to people, if you're going to work with light, why don't you, like, if, you know, people say, oh, I meditate with Saint Germain, I bring his violet flame in, I do this. Well, what are you doing that for? You know, why don't you bring your violet flame out from inside of you? We've got the whole universe. You know, there's a lot going on here that people don't realize. And the more these beings want you to use their light, the more they get their tentacles into you, and the more it's dependency. It's these beings are not being true ascended masters because they're getting they want you to use their light to do the work for you. So that's not a real ascended master. That's one from a false paradigm. So the real ones would say bring your own inner light out, and anything you need you have within you. So I say to people, bring your own light out. Right? Bring your own light out. Meditate, bring your own light out. And I've got a really simple technique which really works. And it's just with your in-breath, and I'll do it right now. Just visualize you sucking out from within the middle of your chest, your light. Just suck it out. And as your chest expands, just visualize your light expanding, you know, up to, you know, however you want to see it. For me, I'm seeing it like 2 or 3 inches above, you know, all around my chest and out the back, my back as well. It's a 360-degree thing. It's a spherical thing, right?
Right.
Just bring it out. And then on the out breath, I just push or just allow that light just to flow into all parts of my body. And you can use that light for anything. And, you know, this comes down to worthiness issues. You know, is your light worthy? Is it good enough? Is it tainted? Is it corrupted? Is it, you know, all this worthiness stuff.
What do we deserve? Right.
Yeah. So you just got to get beyond that and understand that you are a humane being. You're a godly being. And you do have the right. You are sovereign. You are one with life, and you have the Christ within. You have everything inside.